Dzięki za zaproszenie. Bardzo mi miła. Lovely to be here. Thank you very much for inviting me. This is my first ever TEDx experience. So I'm so happy it's TEDxWarsaw, and I'm excited, but I'm nervous at the same time, and I hope you are too. I'm a teacher, and like many teachers, I tell stories. And one of the things that I do is combine stories with video. Video, especially from YouTube. I call this videotelling. And today I'd like to share with you a story from YouTube. This is called the story of Debbie and Cara. Before I just go into this, I want to put a question to you. At what point does a passion become an obsession? And at what point does an obsession become unhealthy? Debbie is young and attractive. She's got a good job. She's got an apartment of her own. You could say that she's got a lot going for her. But she's single. And I don't say but because there's anything wrong with being single. It's just that she's not very happy with that situation. Debbie's she's also got an unhealthy obsession. Debbie graduated last year. She studied business. And recently, life has suddenly become serious. She's working harder than she's ever worked before, and it seems that all of her friends have got relationships. Debbie's feeling lonely. She wants love. Now more than ever, she wants to find a boyfriend. And how does she do this? The internet. She tries online dating for the first time ever. She chooses a site which gives her the opportunity to create a video biography, a little clip, who she is, what she does, what she's looking for, that she uploads onto the site for others to see. She thinks, why not? What do I have to lose? But she's got a dilemma here. Should she or should she not mention her unhealthy obsession? Well, let's see what happens. You see, it's Thursday night. Debbie's had a good day at work. She's feeling relaxed. This is the night to make her video biography. She picks up her laptop computer, takes it to her bedroom. She lies back in her bed, rests against her pillows, turns on her camcorder and sees herself on the screen. She takes a deep breath, she presses record, and she starts to speak, and she says, "Hello, my name is Debbie. This is my first time at online dating, so I'm nervous, but I'm excited at the same time. So I'm just going to talk about what I like, and I hope I get some replies. So, I am a graduate. I studied business. I love." The word just pops out much, much earlier than she'd ever anticipated. This was a big mistake, you see, because at that one word, Debbie gets all emotional. The tears come to her eyes, and that word is cats. Debbie's unhealthy, I should learn that by Debbie's unhealthy obsession is cats. Let's get into Debbie's mind. You see, imagine it's a Google image search. And that word cats has triggered off this stream of images and memories. And we've got all these cat images and memories moving around here. We've got cats and cats. We've got cats' whiskers, cats' noses, cats' tails. We've got cats on YouTube, cats in boxes, cats in bow ties. We've got cats walking across our garden, cats sleeping in our bed. We've got fat cats, stray cats, homeless cats. And as our mind fills with cats, her eyes fill with tears. This is too much emotion. In case you hadn't noticed, this video biography is not quite going according to plan. Debbie has to keep control here. She takes a deep breath. She decides she's going to start again. She wipes away the tears, and she says, "So, anyway, I am a cat lover, and I love to run, but it's no good. The cats come back. The cats come back, and this time they've brought reinforcements. You see, Debbie's problem is that she's never actually admitted the extent of her problem to anybody else. She's never shared it with friends. She's never had a therapist. She's never had a counselor. And right now, for the very first time, she finds herself face to face with herself, and it all comes out. She's able to admit to herself the full extent of her problem. She admits to herself how her life is controlled by cats. She doesn't just love cats, she really loves cats. She really loves cats. She suffers when she thinks of homeless cats. She wants to hug them all. She gets happy when she thinks of cats' noses, cats' whiskers, cats' ears. She feels bad for cats. She feels good for cats. This emotional Debbie is confessing everything to herself. This is the first time she's ever come to grips with this. It's too much. You might have noticed here that she's completely forgotten about the video biography. Enough's enough. She's going to call it a day. She turns off her computer. She puts it on the floor beside her bed. She turns off the lights and she goes to sleep. Now you might think that Cara has a lot in common with Debbie. They're the same age. They both studied business. They look similar. They look remarkably alike. And, of course, they both have unhealthy obsessions. When you get deeper, however, you find out that Debbie and Cara are like chalk and cheese. In other words, they're completely different. If we describe Debbie as a shy cat woman, we would describe Cara as an extrovert party animal. Actually, Cara's more of a dog person as well. Debbie and Cara are not friends. In fact, their paths have only ever crossed once. And the date for that was the 4th of June 2011, last year. That's the very day that Cara uploaded a video clip onto YouTube. And the video clip was Debbie's failed cat biography, her I Love Cats clip. Is that naughty? And I imagine you might be thinking two things here. Why did she do that? And how did she do it? Well, to answer those questions, we have to get into Cara's state of mind and learn a little bit more about her. What's the first thing you do, the first thing you decide to do when you wake up in the morning? Is it breakfast? Is it coffee? Shower? The very first thing that Cara does when she wakes up in the morning is to bend down and pick up her laptop. It's usually lying on the floor beside her bed. She turns it on, and you know where she goes, don't you? Straight to Facebook. Who has commented on her recent status or recent status? Who has liked her recent status? Who has liked her own comments on other people's recent statuses? Who's mentioned her? Who's poked her? Who's messaged her? Who's sent her invitation to games of poker that she's not the least bit interested in? Then it's on to Twitter. How many people are on Twitter here? Let me see your hands if you're on Twitter. That's good. Well, we don't know if it's good or not, but we're on it. Mentions, retweets, who's been following her, what's going on Twitter. Then it's on to YouTube. You see, Cara creates her own YouTube videos, which she uploads onto her own channel on YouTube. She keeps a very close eye on what's going on there. How many new subscribers does she have to her channel? What are people saying? Comments on her videos? How many times have her videos been viewed since the previous day? And then last and least, it's time for email. Actually, could you just massage me at the top left a bit? I've got an ache. Are there any 23-year-olds here today? Am I right in thinking that for 23-year-olds, email is just less important than Facebook? That's what I understand anyway. You see, for Cara, email comes bottom of the list, but she checks it. But here's the weird part. Here's the strange part. After her Facebook, after her Twitter, after her YouTube, what does she do next? Breakfast, coffee, shower? No. She goes back to Facebook. And why does she do that? Well, just in case anything's happened there in the 5 minutes since she last visited the site, that's why. And we can ask ourselves, well, is that rational? And I think most of us would have to agree that it's not. It's not rational. It wastes a lot of time. But then we could ask ourselves, is it understandable? Is it normal? And I wonder how many people here today in this room can identify with Cara on some sort of level. Is there any of Cara in us? Understandable. Can we understand it? Well, the thing is here, these clicks and links and comments and tweets and likes and shares and mentions and subscriptions, these are all new currencies in the new economy of the new media. And as is the case with conventional currency, some people, some of us here perhaps, I don't know, some people just can't get enough. Cara's unhealthy obsession is the social media. And she knows it. She jokes about it. She refers to it as her digital cocaine. But what does this have to do with Debbie's I Love Cats clip? Well, Cara's a clever girl, and she first saw that video. The first time she saw it, she saw the potential. It's captivating. It's got comedy. And perhaps, most importantly, it's got cats. For thousands and thousands of years, human beings and cats have coexisted in harmony. We always thought that they were our friends. But when you consider what's been going on here, the transaction has been completely unfair. We've been doing all the work. They've been sleeping on the sofa. They've been waiting for us to work, to develop technology, which is what we've been doing. And now the time is right. Of course, their favorite technology is the internet. We all know that the internet consists 80% cats. And their specific favorite piece of technology is YouTube. And the condition that I described a moment ago, Debbie's condition, I put it to you that we're going to see more and more cases like that in the next few decades as cats penetrate the minds of all of us in their attempt to take over the world. Anyway, this is a digression. The point is here, why did Cara upload Debbie's clip? She saw the potential in it. She knew she was onto a good thing. She thought that if she was going to put it onto YouTube, it could go viral. People like it, people might click on it, people might link to it, people might share it, tweet it, like it, comment on it, embed it in their blogs. They might even talk about it face-to-face in places like cafes, clubs, pubs, and conferences, who knows? And the effect of all of this activity is views. And the more views a video gets, the more popular it becomes. It's like success generates success. But if Cara thought that this video could be popular, she completely underestimated just how popular it would be. By Christmas last year, 6 months after the clip was uploaded onto YouTube, it had been viewed almost 20 million times. That's pretty special. And how does Cara benefit? Well, her own online profile, her own online brand is strengthened. She's able to monetize the clip. Adverts that are placed beside YouTube generate revenue. That revenue is shared with Cara and YouTube. And this is good for her CV as well. If you consider one girl, one laptop, one evening, has achieved what teams of young, dynamic, creative types working in collaboration with big budgets can only dream of, and you can come to appreciate what Cara and Debbie have done even more. They've created a viral video, that modern-day commodity, which can be very valuable. Debbie, on the other hand, to this day, remains a mysterious online celebrity. Her catchphrases have penetrated the minds and the culture of young, especially North Americans. And her clip has been copied and parodied and remixed and remashed hundreds of times. In this way, we would refer to it as a meme. And that's the end of the story. You might still be wondering, okay, but how did she do it? Well, I'm not going to tell you. You've got to work that part out for yourself. But if you go to YouTube, and if you type in, "I love cats," and if you watch Debbie's video, and if you then click on the link underneath the video, you'll be taken to Cara's website. Have a look around, and I suspect that you might just be able to work it out for yourself. And you should see that, in fact, Cara hasn't been as naughty as we might think. Dzięki.